I'm Dave, you're watching Dave's Taste Buds, and welcome back. I got another great episode today, especially if you're a fan of a little known restaurant chain called the Texas Roadhouse. They started in the early 60s in Indiana. They're now in almost all 50 states, I think 49 states. There's over 500 locations, so they gotta be doing something right. And one of the things that I like that they do right is their rattlesnake bites.
Somebody please take these before I eat them all.
It's just a jalapeno-y, cheesy, little crispy ball of goodness with the dipping sauce. Oh, it's so good. And I'm gonna show you how to make them today. So, let's just get right into it. This is shredded pepper jack cheese. And jalapeños. I mean, that's the base. This is 8 ounces. We're just gonna throw that in the bowl. Now, I let this sit out a little bit because we are gonna try to mash this into little balls.
It's totally inappropriate.
And there's not any other binder in here besides the cheese and the jalapeños, and we want that to at least be able to grip. We don't need the shredded cheese falling all over the place. So I did let it get to room temperature a little bit, so it gives it a little bit more, pliability, if you want to call it that. Cohesiveness, stickiness, sticky togetherness. Jack cheese, shredded up. A couple of jalapeños. You can use more, you can use less. If you don't want it spicy, you could even use Monterey Jack cheese if you wanted to, and less jalapeños. But to me, the point of this is to get that spiciness, so that's what we're gonna do. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix this together. Easy, easy, easy. And we're just gonna put this into little, tiny, delicious, cheesy balls. We're gonna rub them together. See, that's it. Yeah, maybe a little bigger. Could I have used a little scoop? Measure these out? Probably, but you know what? Nah, doing it this way. That's a decent size. We're gonna roll them up, give them a little bit of a press, get them stuck together. See that? That's what you want. And I got a sheet pan here, a little bit of parchment paper on here, and I'm gonna roll these into little balls, and I'm gonna put them in the freezer. I'm gonna put them in the freezer for, I don't know, at least half an hour, probably close to an hour, which is not easy for me to do because I am impatient and I hate waiting. So while they're in there freezing and I gotta wait an hour, I'm gonna do another episode. Yep, that's right. It's a twofer day for Dave. Twofer day for Dave. It's got a nice ring to it. So jalapeno, cheddar jack cheese. I'm gonna roll these up into little balls. I'm gonna pop them in the freezer, and then, I gotta wait an hour. Then we'll fry them up. It's gonna seem like a second to you. Actually, you know what? Before you even do that, just do me a huge favor for the algorithm. Hit like, hit subscribe. It'd be a huge favor to me. I would really, really appreciate the support. Trying to continue to grow my channel and get the word out there. So I'm gonna make these balls and get them in the freezer. Sit tight. All right, we're back. It's been an hour. I taped a whole creamy tomato soup episode. So if it's not out already, check that one out too. Not sure which one's gonna come out first. But anyway, back to our, I told you, I can't just leave an hour sitting there waiting. So you gotta do something in between. And if I'm gonna set all this up, I'm not just gonna sit around and wait. I'm gonna do it. Anyway, rattlesnake bites, cheese, jalapeno, smashed up, frozen. So we all recognize this. This is your standard breading station, flour, egg wash, breadcrumbs. So I decided to go with a plain panko bread crusting. I decided to go with a panko breadcrumb just because I really wanted to get nice crispy outside. We all know how this goes. Into the flour, into the egg wash. All right, get that all covered. Then, boom, into our breadcrumbs. And that's gonna give us a nice crispy outside. And I'm gonna return that right to the same pan. Again, flour, in fact, we can just throw a bunch in here. We'll do a couple more on camera, and then I'll do the rest off camera. I probably could have used a deeper pan for this. I'm used to just doing chicken cutlets or stuff that's more flat, not so round. Try to keep one hand with the wet and one hand with the dry. That way it just, you know, makes it a little cleaner. There we go, another one. Boom. Boom. Put that in there. Get that nice and covered. Get this one nice and covered. Buried in the breadcrumbs. Push it down. Give it a little nice coating. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get the rest of these all breaded and ready to go. I'll get my fry oil. I have it over there on my stovetop, heating up. You're gonna wanna get that at 350 degrees, and that can take a couple minutes. So again, you know, just work efficiently. Get your stuff done, get your stuff ready. So I'm gonna get these breaded up. I'm gonna get the fry station set up over here, and then we're gonna fry these bad boys up, and then we're gonna taste them. So again, just sit tight. Okay, we got our rattlesnake bites breaded. We got our fry station all set to go. We got our drain over here. You could also put down paper towels if you wanted to. So anyway, let me make sure, gotta make sure we're rolling. If you don't have one of these, get yourself one, especially if you're gonna start getting into this kind of stuff. If you're gonna start making crab rangoon, which I have another episode of how to do that. Any kind of spring rolls, which I have episodes on how to do that. You're gonna wanna get yourself one of these. It's called the Spider. Just go get yourself one. It just makes things so much simpler. So what we're gonna do, let me just double check our temperature here. 300, 313, 325, 335, 340, 350. Okay, good. All right, we're good. Plus, instead of just dropping these things in there, you can put a couple at a time in here, and we're just gonna slowly put them right down in there. Oh yeah. There's quite a few here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There's 15 here. I'm not gonna try to squeeze them all into this pan at the same time. I'm gonna do them in batches. This batch is gonna have, well, let's say this batch is gonna have 8. So we're just gonna drop these in here. Now, obviously, there's nothing in here that's raw. It's just cheese and jalapeños. It's essentially it. So there's nothing in here we need to cook, but we do need to make sure that we're getting the inside melted, because you don't want to bite into these things and they're still frozen or they're just not melted. So the trick is, and that's what's so important about getting your fry oil the right temperature. If your fry oil is too low, your product is going to start to absorb it and not cook. If it's too hot, it's gonna burn and cook and brown the outside, and it's not gonna cook the inside. So you don't wanna do that either. So you're gonna wanna make sure your fry your fry oil is at the right temperature. We're just gonna keep these things moving around. And this is something that people shy away from. A lot of people will just, you know, they're hesitant, they're nervous about, you know, trying to deep fry things. You can do it. I mean, I've been doing this, I'm 50-something years old, so I've been doing this, you know, my entire life, so it just takes practice. And just be careful with it. It's hot, can burn, can cause fires. You just respect what it is. Little safety tip. I should have that thing across the screen. The more you know. Getting some nice color. You're gonna wanna make sure that breading is on there, because if it's not, that cheese is gonna start to melt, and then it's gonna start to sneak through that breading. Oh, I almost double breaded these, and you know what? Kinda thinking at this point, yeah, maybe I should have. I'm confident. They're basically like round mozzarella sticks. And you know what happens to mozzarella sticks once the cheese breaks through? It goes everywhere. Let me switch this hand so you can see it a little better in that camera. we're almost there. And I kind of think my oil was a little bit warmer than 350, which is fine because these are frozen. So as soon as these hit the oil, they're gonna start to cool it down. Again, the more you know. I kind of feel like I've said all this before. Did I do a mozzarella stick episode? I think I did. I think I did a mozzarella stick episode too. You'll have to excuse me if I rarely look up and talk to you directly into the camera because I'm really trying to stay focused on what's going on in here. Oh yeah, I think we're good. I think we're in good shape with these. Gonna start fishing these out of here. Because once they start getting crisp on you and browning up, it's gonna happen faster and faster. I'm gonna take these, gonna give them a little bit of a shake, drop them on our pan. Whoop, get out of here. A little shake, drop them on here. Ooh, I see some cheese. Get on there. Oh yeah, look at those. Nice, nice. Oh, these are gonna be so good. Let's get these in here while we're on a roll. Boop. Boop. Bam. 2, 4, 6, 8, and 5. 13. I'm just gonna let these finish up. I'm gonna pull them off. I'm gonna plate them up nice, and then we'll taste them. So do me a favor, don't go anywhere. You're gonna wanna stick around to the end. Ooh, baby. I can already tell you that these things are delicious. Do you wanna know how I know that? Because I already ate one. What can I tell you? Full disclosure, I wanted to make sure that it looked good. I took a bite, I ate the whole thing. It was so crisp and delicious. Now I'm gonna do it again, and 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 again. So they serve them at the Texas Roadhouse with, I think it's like a Cajun dipping sauce. This is Taco Bell Chipotle sauce. I don't know. It's what I had in the fridge. They matched it. I'm thinking it's gonna be good. So look at these things. Oh man, look at that. Oh, so warm and cheesy and melted perfectly. Oh, 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 oh. Let's try it. Ooh. That was a big bite, and it was hot. But I will tell you, delicious, so delicious, so easy. You gotta make these things. I don't know, should I try some? A bit of the sauce, small bite. Yeah. So the dipping sauce is good. It's not exactly what they serve with it. It's Taco Bell. It's kind of like, I don't know, what is it? Tex-Mex fusion, I guess, at that point. Texas Roadhouse, south of the border kind of thing. Anyway, either way, it's delicious. I appreciate you watching. I got a video up here. I got a bunch of videos down here. I got a little subscribe symbol right over here. Boom, smash that thing. I really appreciate you watching. So, like, subscribe, please comment, let me know. And then once you're done doing all that, go cook something.